looking at how to use numbers and how to make prime factor trees so that we can use them to find number or find prime. Let's start with a simple one, 52. First step to do in a factor tree is go simple. Just make 2 lines, right? And then you want to find 2 factors of the number 52. Let's say I come up with 26. 2. First, we check it. Is 26 times 2 an actual factor of 52? Right? We do our multiplication, and sorry, the 2 looks a little weird there, but we know that that's a factor of 52. Now we can move on to the next steps. Delete that. We have to find if there's a prime number. So we know that 26 is composite, but 2 is prime. So we're going to circle it. And then we can make our next 2 lines on 26 since it's composite. 26's factors are 2 and 13. Now we can look if there's any prime numbers in here. Well, 2 is a prime number like we talked about, so. And 13 is also a prime number, so I'm going to circle that. Now, let's learn exponent form, right? So we have our numbers, right? The circle ones, right? We write them out in a format. Here's my line, and here's my dot. Now a dot represents a multiplication sign. So you can do that. So we do, how many 2's do we have since that's the first number? Well, we have 2 2's, right? So it's going to be 2 to the second power. 2 to the second power. And then we have our 13, which is alone. So we'll do 13 to the first power since there's only one of them. So it depends on the number. It depends on how many of there are. So now that we've done that, let's look at another one. But this time I'm going to go a little bit weird. It's going to be a really weird one. Okay, so this one is going to be 90. Wait, no, we're going to go 100. There, perfect. Now we can make our lines like we've talked about. And now we can think of some factors. Now in this one, there's actually a lot of factors for 100 that are hidden, and some are just easy ones like 25 and 4 and 50 and 2 and 20 and 5. So you guys pick the one that's easier for you. If you'd like to make a long one, do this one. If you'd like to make a medium one, do this one. If you want the shortest and the easiest amount of work, do this one, right? It all depends on how far from 0 are there, because the ones closer to 0 tend to get prime quicker. So I'm going to do all of them actually. So let's go 50 to the second power. So we know 2 is prime from our latest ones, and then we know that 50. 50 also has a few, one of them. But I'm not going to go into all of them specifics. There's like 5 and 10, and then there's 25 and 2, and there's many more. Not many more, but there's still those. So I'm just going to do 5 and 10 because I think those are easier. Do whatever is easier for you guys. 10 goes in, we know 5 and 2, and that's, oh, whoops. And then this is it. Now to find the exponent form, again, we're going to look at how many of each circled number there is. You want to check the circled number. And you want to see how many of each there are. Then you do the dot. Whoop. If there's 2, and if there's many numbers, if there's 3, then you would do 3, and you would put 1 on each side. So we got, there's 2 2's, so we would just do 2 to the second power. Make 2 and then make a little 2. And then for 5, so since we have 2 5's, it wouldn't be 5, no. It would be 5 to the second. Okay, now let's look at 25 and 4. Now what I want to reveal is actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool trick that all the factors of a number actually have the same exponents at the end. Like I have 25 and 4, which I'll show you. This is the last one. I'll show you what I mean by that. Also, in the first one, I forgot to add 10 to 10. 10 and 10. Oops, 25 and 4. Let's look at this one. 4 goes in 2 and 2. And 25 goes in 5 and 5. And that's pretty much it. Circle, 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 circle. Now, let's look at this. 5. There are 2 5's. And then there's 2 2's, which makes the same exponents as the last problem. See, because all the factors of 10 would get the same prime or get the same exponent form. Because they're all factors of the same number. If I were to do 50, here, let me show you what I mean. If I were to do like 50, and I'd do 5 and 10, and then here I would do 50, and I would do 25 and 2. Then it would be like 5's prime, 2's prime, right? Then we move on to the 2 and 2. 2 and 5. And then here it would be 5 and 5. Now let's circle all of them, and let's see what we find. See? We have the same circled numbers. 2 right here, another 5, another 5, another 5. Because whatever numbers are factors of 50, or whatever number it is that you're trying to figure out prime factorization for, they'll be the same numbers. So if your teacher gives you like 72, 72, 72, and then she gives you a few numbers to start with, they're all going to be the same exponent form at the end. And remember how to solve exponent form. We do the prime factorization, then we circle the prime numbers, and then however many of one exponent, one of the circle numbers, like if I have 5, and 2, then I take however many of those numbers there are, and I just put it, and then put the multiplication sign, or the dot sign, and then I do a 2, 1. So thank you for watching. If you learned from this video, please like, subscribe, and make sure to click the bell for more updates on my latest videos. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye.